Today is Thursday, November 6th, 2025, and the time is 11:43 p.m. And, let's see, what did I do today? I got up, let's see, this morning from midnight to 2 o'clock, from midnight to 2 a.m. this morning, I was, doing what I normally do, which is watching, just sort of scrolling through YouTube Shorts videos. I usually do that for a couple of hours before I go to sleep at night. Then I slept from around 2 in the morning until 1:30 p.m. and then I got up. I went into the house. I live in a garage. So I go into the house when I get up in the morning. I leave the garage and I go into the house. So I went into the house at around 1:30 this morning. My stepdad, who is 90 years old and who I look after during the day, was sleeping in his bed. And I spoke to him. I said hello. I said good morning or good afternoon. And then I didn't really do much of anything for the rest of the day. I kind of just sort of sat in the living room with Joe. And I had a cup of coffee, and I had a bag of chips, had some Fritos for breakfast. At around 3 o'clock, I had a couple of bowls of Cinnamon Life cereal, and let's see, turned on the TV, watched TV for a little bit. South Park, watched a little bit of South Park. And just sort of stayed in the house and hung out with Joe, which is what I normally do. Joe, my stepdad, if I didn't say that already. And that was about it. And let's see, and then my mother, she came home at around 5 o'clock, a little after 5 o'clock, and she brought me some dinner. She brought me a sandwich, a cheese and pesto and tomato sandwich with some crinkle cut chips, potato chips, a salad, and a little lemon bar for dessert. And I ate all that for dinner, and then I visited with them with my mom for a little while. She has a couple of cats, and or I guess we all have a couple of cats. They're our cats. They're not just her cats. They're all our cats. Joe, Mom, and my cats, I guess. Even though I don't do anything. I don't feed them. I don't take care of them. I don't clean up their shit. That's what my mom does. So I guess really they're her cats. So she's got this little space for the cats on the front deck. We've got a deck in front of our house, and there's my mom calls it a catio. She calls it a catio, like a patio for cats. And it's got like it's got like plastic mesh all around it so that the cats can't escape. And she puts the cats out there so that they can be outside on the catio all day long, and then in the afternoons when it's like dark outside, she brings them in and then they play around in the house until they go to bed. So, you know, she brought the cats in soon after she got home at around 5. And I hung out with her and the cats and visited. And at 7 o'clock, I went out. About 7:30, I went back out to the garage, which is where I am now, in my room in the garage. And just sort of watched YouTube videos. That's pretty much how I spend my afternoons or my nights. I spend my nights just in my bed on the computer just watching YouTube videos. I mean, I might watch a movie or something on my computer, but most of the time it's YouTube. And then when it's about midnight or 12:30, I put my computer away and I just sort of watch YouTube shorts until 2 in the morning, and then I go to bed. I turn on some ASMR just as background noise. It's kind of relaxing. And then I go to bed, and that's my day. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's my day. It's the same thing every day, you know? Tomorrow's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing. And then the next day is going to be the same thing, and the day after that is going to be the same thing. So if I'm going to make a daily vlog, I'm just going to be saying the same thing every day, you know, like watching YouTube from midnight to 2 in the morning, go to bed, get up at around anywhere between 11:30 to 2 o'clock, spend the day with my stepdad, looking after him, making sure that he doesn't fall down and hurt himself or anything like that, just to be there with him, to make sure that he's okay, because he's old, he's got dementia, sometimes he doesn't even know where he is. Most of the time he doesn't know where he is, so I gotta look after him. And then, like, anywhere between 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock, I go back out to my room in the garage and then just, you know, relax, watch YouTube videos, and that's it. That's my day, every day. So, yeah. It's been this way for the last 3 years. And it's not going to change anytime soon. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll check back in tomorrow.